Hey, Sarah! What a horrible child you are! How could you not tell your own mother about your marriage? That's unacceptable!
What? How do you even know about that?
You're always so careless. You told Grandma about your engagement, didn't you? I happened to visit her house today. I was shocked when I found your engagement announcement letter.
You're kidding. Were you asking Grandma for money again? I told you to stop doing that before.
Shut up! I have my reasons. You're in no position to lecture me when you don't even report your engagement to your parents, you ungrateful child!
How am I ungrateful? I was actually thinking of you, so I didn't contact you. I thought you wouldn't be interested in my marriage anyway, so I didn't tell you.
What?
Because that's how it's always been, right? You've never shown any interest in me since I was little. The only one you loved was your cute daughter, Megan. That's why you never even prepared meals for me.
What are you saying? You make it sound like I've only ever cared about Megan.
That's exactly right. Or have you forgotten how you raised us? I was never celebrated on my birthdays, and for education, you said high school is enough for you, so now get out of the house. I remember all those days. That's why I thought you wouldn't be interested in my engagement either.
My, you've become quite insolent. So what if you didn't get birthday celebrations or meals? You never lacked a place to sleep or food to eat. How dare you speak to the parent who raised you that way?
Raised me? You basically abandoned me. I don't feel any gratitude towards you at all. It's only natural that a mother like you wouldn't be informed about my engagement. I'm going to marry whoever I want, and since you don't care anyway, don't interfere.
What an ungrateful child! After what I've done for you, do you have any idea how much sacrifice it takes to be a parent?
Sacrifice? What sacrifice did you make for me? You barely acknowledged my existence.
You always were dramatic. This is why I focused on Megan. She was appreciative of everything I did for her.
You mean everything you did only for her, nothing for me? The special meals, the birthday parties, the college tuition? But now I've learned that I don't need your validation or approval for anything. I'm living my own life, and I'm getting married because I found someone who actually cares about me.
What an insolent daughter indeed. Well, you're right that I still have zero interest in you, but your marriage partner is a different matter. It seems like you're marrying quite a catch.
Huh?
I read your engagement announcement letter you gave to Grandma. He sounds like a very kind person. I saw the enclosed photo too, and he's quite handsome.
What? No way. You even read my letter?
And I did a bit of research on my own after that. Thanks to that, I found out that your fiancé graduated from a prestigious university and apparently already earns an annual salary of $100,000. He seems to be working for quite a successful company.
Seriously? I can't believe you even researched his income.
It's such a waste for a wonderful man like him to marry you. So I've decided that your fiancé should marry your sister Megan instead. So you need to break up with him immediately. What? I've taught you since you were little, haven't I? Children shouldn't go against their parents' wishes, so this is a done deal.
No way! You've got to be kidding! Stop manipulating your children for your own convenience!
Oh my, I'm not manipulating anyone. I always act with my children's best interests in mind.
What?
Megan is delighted about finding such a wonderful marriage partner. As a mother, I'm happy when my child is happy.
Are you saying Megan is your only child? You're not even treating me as your child anymore?
Don't be so dramatic. We're just recognizing that Megan deserves a successful husband. What would you even do with a man like that?
Don't you understand? I love him. We've been planning our future together for months.
Love? Don't be naive. Marriage is about securing a good future. Your sister can provide him with a much better life than you ever could.
That's That's not for you to decide. Harry and I are happy together.
Happiness is temporary. Security and status are forever. You'll thank me eventually.
Harry would never agree to this. He loves me.
Men are simple creatures. They follow beauty and flattery. Your sister has both in abundance.
You're terrible. You've always been terrible.
Call it what you want. By this time next month, he'll be Megan's fiancé. You should start getting used to the idea. So, you'd better break up with him soon. Otherwise, Megan won't be able to marry him.
Harry, please, if my parents or sister contact you, please ignore them.
What? What's going on all of a sudden?
I think I told you before that I don't get along with my mother and sister. They found out about our engagement somehow, and they're telling me to break up with you. They're even saying something ridiculous about you marrying my sister instead. So please ignore any contact from anyone claiming to be my mother or sister. If they do contact you, forward everything to me.
What if they've already contacted me? Should I forward all my conversations with your mother and sister to you?
Huh?
Sorry, Sarah. The truth is your mother and Megan have already contacted me, and I'm gonna marry Megan. I've been wondering when to tell you about this, so this is actually good timing.
Wait a minute. What? They already contacted you, and you're going to marry my sister Megan? You're joking, right?
Do you think I'd joke about something like this? I'm breaking up with you and marrying Megan. It's like a dream come true to marry such a cute girl.
No, that can't be true. You're leaving me to marry my sister? Do you understand what you're doing?
You never expected your fiancé to betray you like this, did you? But honestly, I was only with you for your money, so I don't feel guilty at all.
What? What do you mean for the money? Weren't you genuinely in love with me?
I liked you well enough, but let's be real. What other reason would there be to date the CEO of your own company except for money?
Huh?
I just wanted to get married quickly and become a comfortable house husband. When the CEO showed interest in me, I was thrilled. I was so happy when we started dating.
I can't believe this. What were all those words you said to me? You said you wanted to support me, that we would work hard for the company together.
Those were just words to get you to marry me. You may be good at business, but you're hopeless at everything else. If I just said some cheesy movie lines, you'd be all happy and excited.
Excuse me?
But I never expected you to have such a beautiful sister. She's so elegant. Exactly the kind of wife I deserve.
I can't believe your attitude, switching from me to my sister. And remember, I'm the CEO of your company. Don't think you can keep working as usual.
Getting fired is fine by me. I was prepared for that, so it's no problem. Now I have my wealthy mother-in-law and Megan now. I don't need you as my boss anymore.
Huh? My mother and sister are wealthy?
Your father, who died from illness, was super rich, right? I heard about it, and apparently there's still plenty of inheritance left. Now I can spend the rest of my life playing around with my cute wife. If I'm choosing between rich women, I'd pick a cute, gentle sister over a bossy CEO.
Sorry for being bossy. Fine, do whatever you want. Go ahead and get married.
I plan to. Well, thanks for everything. I'm going to enjoy my dream life as a rich house husband.
Did you see the photo I just sent? Isn't it a lovely restaurant? Actually, the three of us are about to enjoy a luxury lunch with Harry. While eating, we'll sign the marriage registration form. We're planning to submit it together afterward.
Oh, so you're getting married already. Congratulations.
You can sincerely congratulate us, so you finally understood your place. That's good behavior.
Excuse me?
It was outrageous for you to get married before Megan in the first place, especially to such an elite man. I will never allow you to be happy.
I've always wanted to ask, why do you hate me so much? Did I do something that terrible to you? I understand Megan is cute, but the difference in how you treat us sisters is too extreme.
Your very existence annoys me. You have the exact same face as your father who left me behind. He promised to make me happy forever and never let me worry about money. But then he suddenly died of illness. I hate such a lying man the most.
What? That's your reason for hating me? And Dad did leave you money. He left an inheritance of several $1,000,000, right? That's enough money to live comfortably without working.
That might be enough for ordinary people, but it's insufficient for me. I need at least several times that amount.
What?
That's why I hate your deceased father, and I hate you too because you look like him. Any objections?
So you hate me because I remind you of Dad, the man who provided for you until his dying day?
He promised me a lifetime of luxury, not just a few million that would eventually run out.
That's an incredibly selfish way to view someone's death. He didn't choose to die.
He chose to leave me with less than I deserved, and you're just like him, always thinking you deserve better than what you get.
What I deserved was a mother who loved me, who didn't resent me for looking like my father.
Well, we don't always get what we deserve in life. That's a lesson you should have learned by now.
Oh, I've learned it well. I've also learned that some people will never change.
Change? Why would I need to change? I've masterfully arranged for my beautiful daughter to marry a successful man. Everything is going exactly as planned.
Your reasoning is so absurd. I don't even know what to say.
Then keep your mouth shut forever. I hate you, and your fiancé belongs to Megan. I'll have my elite son-in-law marry your sister. You can marry some low-life loser.
Well then, your successful man is about to lose his job.
What nonsense are you talking about now?
I'm firing him.
What?
He said getting fired was fine with him, so as of today, he's fired. Congratulations on your daughter's marriage to an unemployed elite. I was hesitating about firing him like this, but thanks to you, I made up my mind. I don't want to have anything to do with any of you anymore, so I'm firing him.
What? What do you mean by firing? What gives you that right to do so? Don't say random things just because you're bitter about losing your fiancé.
I'm not saying anything random. I'm his employer, so I have the right to fire him.
What? You're his employer?
Actually, I'm the CEO of the company where Harry works. I run a company that can afford to pay $100,000 to a prestigious university graduate employee.
What?
It's not surprising that you don't know, since you have no interest in me. Only Grandma knows that I started a company. Of course, I made sure she wouldn't tell anyone.
What do you mean? Are you really a CEO? But you only graduated from high school. You didn't even go to college. How can you run a company?
Anyone can start a business, whether they're a high school graduate or a middle school graduate. I just wanted to be like my late father, so I've been working hard all this time.
What?
Even though I wasn't allowed to go to university, I overcame everything through effort. I wanted to run a company like Dad someday and become wealthy through my own efforts. I didn't want to be like you, Mom, who only knows how to consume Dad's money. That's why I've been working desperately to grow my company to this size.
No way! I never knew you had such talent.
I guess I inherited not just his looks, but his business talent too. I'm glad I take after Dad.
By the way, how much do you actually earn? You can afford to pay Harry $100,000, so you must be earning a decent amount as CEO.
It's not that high, but I make a reasonable amount. Last year, it was roughly $2 million. More than enough to live comfortably in a luxury condo.
$2 million?
That's an amount you desperately want, right? I heard from Grandma that you've already exhausted Dad's inheritance, even though you never spent a penny on me. I can't believe all those millions in inheritance are gone already, just for living expenses for 2 people. It's nothing but shameful.
Shut up! Don't get cocky just because you run a company. I don't care if your annual income is $2 million. We have Harry. As long as he supports us, that's all we need.
Oh my! Did you forget what you heard a few minutes ago when you learned that your daughter is a CEO? That Harry is an employee of my company, and I've already decided to fire him.
Oh!
Isn't that exactly what you would do in my position? Use power to get what you want? I learned from the best.
This is different. This affects Megan's future.
And stealing my fiancé affected my future. You didn't seem too concerned about that.
That's not the same thing at all. Megan deserves a good life.
And I didn't? All these years, you made it clear that I deserved nothing. Now you get to experience what that feels like.
You wouldn't really do this to your own sister, would you?
My sister? The one who is happy to steal my fiancé? The one who's never once stood up for me against you? That sister?
She's still your blood. Family should help each other.
That's rich coming from you. Where was this family loyalty when I needed support? When I was building my company with no help from anyone?
You can't just leave us like this. I'm still your mother. You owe me respect.
Respect is earned, and you've done nothing to earn mine. Anyway, I wonder what kind of life you'll have being supported by an unemployed man. I'm not interested, but enjoy it as a family of 3.
What should I do, Sarah? I can't believe I got tricked. Your mother and Megan aren't wealthy at all. Those 2 are just spendthrifts. They've never worked and they have absolutely no savings. I completely chose the wrong marriage partner.
What? Don't tell me you've already submitted the marriage registration.
They told me after we submitted it. They said, now you need to support us. If you got fired from the company, quickly find a high-paying job.
Oh, wow.
What is this? I wasn't told about this. I thought I was going to become a comfortable house husband.
I'm sorry you got carried away. It seems those 2 have finally consumed all of my father's inheritance. They only look wealthy because they've spent the inheritance on maintaining appearances. They eat well and live well. That makes them look refined, but inside, they're the worst kind of trash.
About me getting fired? Is it still possible to reverse that decision? I'm not being greedy and asking to get back together, but at least the company. I'd be so happy if you could cancel my termination.
I'm sorry, Harry. Do you think I would employ a staff member who betrays the CEO first? The company isn't a charity. We don't need people who don't benefit the company or the CEO.
No way! Sarah, please! I made a terrible mistake! I didn't understand what was happening!
Didn't understand? Let me explain it clearly then. You betrayed someone who loved you for promises of easy money and a prettier wife.
They manipulated me! Your mother showed me photos of estates and talked about family wealth!
And you believed her without ever asking me about it? Without doing any basic due diligence? Some prestigious university graduate you are.
I was blinded by what they were offering. Anyone would have been tempted.
I wouldn't have, because I understand loyalty and integrity, 2 qualities you clearly lack.
Please, Sarah, I'm begging you. I can't support 2 people on no income.
You should have thought about that before signing a marriage registration with someone you barely knew.
Can't you find it in your heart to forgive me, for old time's sake?
There are some betrayals that can't be forgiven. Using someone for their money and position, then abandoning them for their sister? That's definitely one of them.
What am I supposed to do now?
That's not my problem anymore. You chose your path. Now you get to walk it. So please, take good care of my mother and sister. I'm glad someone was found to take in the spendthrift family.
Hey, sis, it's been a while. How have you been?
It's unusual to get a call from you, Megan. You usually just hide behind Mom and laugh at me. You rarely ever speak to me.
Well, this time Mom acted on her own. I had no idea he was your fiancé.
What? Did you really not know anything, Megan?
That's right! So can you just forgive just me? I called today to tell you that.
You didn't know anything, huh? Even if that's true, what do you want me to do by forgiving you? Do you just want to hear me say I forgive you?
Well, you're forgiving me. I'd be happy if you could help me out, too. Sis, since you're a company CEO, you have extra money, right? So you can easily cover my living expenses, right? I'd even like to live with you in your luxury condo.
Excuse me?
In exchange, I could work a little. I'll be your secretary. So what do you say? Let's live together as close sisters.
I can't believe you can make such a ridiculous proposal after all those times you and Mom made fun of me.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect you when we were little. I've always regretted it. I've always been ashamed that I only did what Mom told me to do. But unlike me, you're really amazing, sis. Working hard without giving up and now being a CEO. I totally respect you.
I respect you too. It's amazing how easily self-serving words come out of your mouth. Maybe you should become an actress.
Huh? What do you mean?
What's this nonsense about not knowing anything about my fiancé? I heard that you wanted to steal my fiancé from me. I even have evidence.
What? Evidence?
Grandma has been troubled by fraudulent door-to-door salespeople lately, so she put a recorder by the entrance to record conversations immediately. And when you all came, it recorded everything, including when you found my engagement announcement letter.
What?
I heard your voice clearly saying, that sister of mine getting married is so laughable. But looking at the photo, he seems like a good-looking guy, so I want to marry him.
No way! Being recorded without permission is unacceptable!
What's unacceptable is how quickly you change your tune, as expected of a daughter who received elite training and being trashed from that mother, betraying even your own parent so easily. On top of that, you're asking me to hire you as a secretary, live together, save your delusions for when you're asleep.
Wait, but it's true that I'm in financial trouble. Neither Mom nor I have ever worked before. We only know how to spend money.
I don't give a damn. Then borrow money yourselves and keep spending it.
If we do that, we'll just accumulate more debt.
If you don't like that, learn to live modestly. You've lived in luxury all this time, so now it's time for you to work hard.
Wait, Sarah, you can't just abandon your family like this.
Family? You and Mom never treated me like family. You were accomplices in making my life miserable.
We
We can change! I can change! Just give me a chance!
Why should I? So you can try to take more from me? First my fiancé, now my money?
You're so successful now! You could help us out of this situation!
The situation you created? The one where you deliberately stole my fiancé and tied yourself to a man with no job?
I didn't know he had no job when I married him!
Because you were too busy focusing on what you thought he could give you, just like Mom taught you.
Please, sis, I'm desperate here. Mom's spending habits are out of control, and Harry's parents won't help us.
So now you want me to clean up your mess, after years of watching you get everything while I got nothing?
I know it seems unfair.
Unfair doesn't begin to cover it. You had every advantage, every opportunity, and you squandered it all.
I know! I was spoiled and entitled. I see that now.
Convenient that you only see it when you need something from me.
I'm being sincere. Please, Sarah. I've never had to work before. I don't know how to survive without help.
Then it's time you learned, just like I had to. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm leaving. Please don't ever contact me again. Right after that, I deleted everyone from my contacts and invited my grandmother, who was living alone, to come live in my condo. As expected, my mother and sister tried to beg my grandmother at her house, but the house had already been sold. And when the two of them realized they couldn't rely on Grandma anymore, they collapsed to their knees. And as for my ex-fiancé, Harry, he was kicked out by his parents, who said, "You were supposed to marry the CEO, but cheated with her sister, and now you're unemployed?" They're apparently estranged now. In the end, people with nowhere else to turn gathered together, and now he's living in a small apartment with my mother and sister. He can't find a job. But my mother and sister still can't lower their standard of living and continue to live extravagantly. Their debt keeps growing.
Excuse me, when exactly are you planning to move out of this house? Sam and I just got married last month. We're newlyweds.
Excuse me?
Amy, can't you read the room and leave already? I can't stand breathing the same air as my mother-in-law.
Rachel, move out? What's gotten into you today? Did something happen? This is actually my house. I don't know what you're unhappy about, but if you don't want to live together, you two should be the ones to leave, right?
I've been holding back saying this for weeks, but I can't take it anymore. Do you know how uncomfortable it is to have my mother-in-law watching my every move?
I've never watched your every move. I've been giving you and Sam plenty of space.
That's what you think. I feel your judgment every time I cook or clean differently than you would.
I've never criticized your cooking or cleaning. In fact, I've complimented your cooking several times.
Whatever. Anyway, eventually Sam will inherit this house, right? So I think it's fair to say this is already our house.
Excuse me?
So can you just please leave? I want to live alone with Sam.
Wait, because he'll inherit it someday, it's already yours? Do you really think such a ridiculous argument makes sense?
Is there a problem? Sam told me you own other properties too, right? So you should be able to move out right away.
Well, I do have other properties, but asking me to hand over my house because of that is completely different.
An old lady doesn't need a big house anyway. A small apartment would suit you better.
What?
Think about it. All this space just for you? The cleaning, the maintenance. Wouldn't you be happier in a cozy apartment where everything is more manageable?
I've managed this house for all these years without any problems. I think I can continue to handle it.
Just hurry up and leave. You're in the way, and I can't freely invite friends over. Do you think it's okay for a mother-in-law to cause stress to a newlywed wife?
Mother-in-law this, mother-in-law that. What's wrong with you? First of all, you two were the ones who asked to live with me. You said you wanted to save money after spending so much on the wedding, and you were worried about an elderly person living alone. So why am I suddenly being kicked out?
Because you're not pitiful at all. You're incredibly presumptuous. I can't live with you anymore. A wife can't live with a mother-in-law who treats her like a servant.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, treats you like a servant? We've all been sharing the housework equally.
Normally, you should be grateful we're living with you, and you should be doing everything for us. I was waiting for you to say to us someday, I'll take care of everything, but you never did.
Huh?
When we moved in, you should have said, don't worry about a thing. I'll handle all the cooking and cleaning. You two just focus on your new marriage. That's what a proper mother-in-law would say.
That's an outdated and unrealistic expectation. We agreed to share responsibilities when you moved in.
You don't understand your position as someone being allowed to live with us. Do you know how fortunate you are that your son and his wife are living with you?
Allowed to live with you? In my house? Are you hearing yourself?
This isn't just your house anymore. It's our family home now. I can't live with someone who doesn't understand that.
The ones who don't understand their position are you two. You asked to live together for your own convenience, and then demand gratitude and tell me to leave if I don't show it? That's absurd.
What's absurd is how you're clinging to old hierarchies. Don't you know times have changed?
Basic respect and property rights haven't changed, regardless of the times.
The era when mother-in-laws outranked daughters-in-law is over. This is the new age, you know? It's the era where daughters-in-law have the power.
What?
Anyway, if you don't want to leave, you'd better start changing your attitude.
Sam, sorry to bother you during your lunch break, but do you have a moment? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Is it something urgent?
Yes, very urgent. Depending on the situation, I might end up kicking out Rachel and you out of the house.
What?
You heard me correctly. I've just had an unbelievable conversation with your wife.
What happened? Did you two argue about something?
Rachel just complained to me. She said I should be grateful that you're letting me live with you, that I should be doing all the housework, and if I don't like it, I should leave the house.
Seriously? Rachel said something like that?
Yes, and more. She essentially demanded that I move out of my own house because you'll inherit it someday anyway, so it's already yours according to her logic.
I don't know what to say.
I thought she seemed unhappy lately, but I never expected to hear such things. What exactly is going on?
I'm sorry, Mom. Actually, I've been hiding the living expenses issue from Rachel. She found out, and now she's really angry. I think that's why she suddenly told you to leave.
Living expenses?
You remember our agreement, right? That we'd pay $500 monthly for rent, food, and utilities?
Of course, that was our arrangement from the beginning.
The agreement was that we'd pay $500 a month as living expenses in exchange for living with you, right? Well, actually, I forgot to tell Rachel about that. She thought we could live with you in our house for free. She's angry, saying we're living together to save money, so how can we pay $500? And she's even doing the housework, too.
What? You forgot to tell her? Sam, that's a pretty significant detail to overlook.
I was going to tell her, but then I kept putting it off because she was so excited about saving money by living with you.
$500 for two people's rent, food, and utilities? That's an incredible bargain. I can't believe she's complaining for such a price.
Well, Rachel thought she'd be pampered as a daughter-in-law. Our main goal was saving money, but no matter the reason, she thought living together would be appreciated, that you'd do all the housework, and maybe even give us some extra spending money. Apparently she had all kinds of ulterior motives for suggesting we live together.
So she expected me to not only house and feed you for free, but also to serve as your personal maid and give you an allowance? What kind of fantasy world does she live in? I'm just shocked. I have no intention of giving special treatment just because she's my daughter-in-law. I agreed to live together because my son and his wife asked me to. Tell her to remember her place.
No way! I don't want to do that!
Why not? You created this misunderstanding by not being honest with her from the beginning.
I don't want to fight with my wife right after getting married. If you just give in, Mom, everything will be solved.
Excuse me?
To be honest, even paying the $500 monthly living expenses is tough for us now. So I'd really appreciate if you could make it 0 for free from now on.
What?
Come on, Mom, you know how expensive everything is these days. My salary hasn't increased in 2 years. And because of the recession, my bonuses are down and it's tough. Plus, we still have the wedding loan to pay off.
Wedding loan? Wait, Sam, didn't I tell you to keep the wedding expenses within your budget?
Yes, but Rachel wouldn't compromise. She insisted on an extravagant wedding dress, and she absolutely wanted to change outfits 3 times. So I had no choice but to take out a loan.
No choice. You always have a choice. You could have explained that spending beyond your means is irresponsible.
You don't understand, Mom. Rachel had been dreaming about her wedding day since she was a little girl. I couldn't disappoint her.
No wonder I thought it was too extravagant. I can't believe you went into debt for the wedding, and now you can't even pay a mere $500 a month. How pathetic.
Don't be so harsh. Everyone has financial struggles sometimes.
Financial struggles that you created by your own poor decisions, and now you expect me to bail you out from this?
Hey, don't be so cold. You have your pension, and you collect some rental income, right? So losing $500 a month should be no big deal for you.
That's not the point. 2 grown adults relying this much on someone else.
It's just temporary. Once we pay off the wedding loan, we'll be in better shape financially.
And how long will that take? Sam, I raised you to be more sensible than this. And on top of that, your wife tells me to get out? I can't deal with this anymore.
Come on, don't say that. Just forget about today. Besides, if we're happy, you might get to see your grandchildren sooner. Anyway, this conversation is over. I need to get back to work.
Wait, don't run away just because things got uncomfortable.
I'm not running away. I really do need to get back to work. My lunch break ended 5 minutes ago.
This conversation isn't finished. We need to resolve this situation.
I'll start paying the $500 again once we pay off the loan, so just wait a little bit. See ya!
Sam, don't you dare hang up on me. Sam? Sam!
Amy, I've packed up all your things. I've put everything in the entryway, so please arrange to move out by the end of the month.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Your clothes, personal items, family photos, all packed and ready to go.
You went through my personal belongings without my permission?
I was careful with everything, don't worry. I even bubble wrapped those ugly porcelain figurines you keep in your bedroom. Well, they're safely packed now, ready for their new home, wherever that will be. You were going to have tea with your friends today, right? On your way back, please arrange for movers.
Wait a minute, Rachel. What is this about? Suddenly packing my things and telling me to leave?
Oh, please, like this is sudden. I've been telling you to leave for over a month now.
But we never agreed to anything. And where is Sam in all this? Does he know what you're doing?
You know Sam is away on a business trip from today, right?
Yes, he'll be gone for about a month.
Well, Sam told me to kick you out while he's gone, so I've been waiting for this day.
Excuse me?
Yes, we discussed it before he left. He said it would be easier this way, since you two wouldn't have to face each other during the uncomfortable transition.
That doesn't sound like something my son would say.
Well, people show different sides to different people, don't they? He may act like a dutiful son to your face, but he tells me how suffocating it is living with his mother.
I don't believe what you're saying.
The other day, I told you to leave, remember? And that if you didn't want to leave, you should change your attitude. But you haven't improved at all, and you still make me do housework. So, as promised, you have to leave.
As promised? You're still saying that? I overlooked it and even waived the $500 living expenses. Not only are you ungrateful, but you're still trying to kick me out.
Sam didn't even object to kicking you out, so this is the consensus of the married couple. 2 against 1, so our opinion wins.
Damn that stupid son of mine. Instead of setting his wife straight, he runs off on a business trip.
Moving shouldn't be a problem for you, right? You own apartments. A shabby apartment suits an old-age pensioner like you.
Excuse me?
You were extracting $500 a month from your son and his wife. I bet the properties you own are just worthless rundown apartments that don't make any money. Anyway, just please move there. A big house is wasted on an old-age pensioner.
How dare you? I'll say it again, but this house is mine. Don't forget that you two are being allowed to live with me.
Being allowed? As if you're doing us some huge favor.
Family doesn't treat each other this way. Family shows respect and gratitude, neither of which you seem capable of.
I told you already. Since we'll inherit it eventually, it's our house. How long are you going to act like you own the place? That's really annoying.
What?
It's just logical. Everything you own will be ours someday. Why prolong the inevitable? Why don't you just hand over the house to your son and his wife already? But you never give us anything. This is what they call being a burden to society.
What?
Old men and women with money should hurry up and pass their assets to young people. Your life is almost over, and the only thing you'll need money for is your funeral. What's wrong with giving your house to young people who have their whole future ahead of them?
My life is far from over. I intend to enjoy every minute of it in my own house with my own money.
You can't be serious. Nobody wants an old mother-in-law hanging around so long. Old-age pensioners should disappear. From today, this house belongs to a young couple with a future.
Well, good luck with that.
You should be the one who needs it. I won't let you come back to the house again. Good luck making sure your shabby apartments don't collapse.
I don't own any apartments that would collapse. I'm only interested in luxury high-rises that maintain an occupancy rate of over 95%.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, did I not mention that? Yes, I'm quite selective about my investment properties. All right, if that's how it is, I'll rent this house to you two, and I'll spend my short remaining life on the top floor of a luxury high-rise.
Huh? Top floor of a luxury high-rise? But that doesn't make sense. If you could afford something like that, why would you continue to stay in this old house?
I stayed in this house because I liked gardening, but my knees have been getting worse and garden work is becoming difficult. But this is a good opportunity, so from now on, I'll relax in a luxury condo. I'll move out as you wish.
Wait, what? Luxury high-rise? What do you mean? You just own some rundown apartments, right? Since you extract living expenses from us, you just own some apartments that barely make any income, right?
That's just your assumption. I have no interest in such worthless apartments. I used to own various properties, but now I've simplified to just 3 buildings. All of them are luxury high-rises in the city center.
What? You own 3 luxury high-rises in the city? What's this about? You never told Sam about this.
Of course not. I've hardly told my son anything about the properties I own.
Why not? I thought your properties were so embarrassing you couldn't even tell your son. That's why I thought they were just run-down apartments.
Actually, I learned from a friend who also invests in condos. She told her family all the details about her properties. Then her children started quitting their jobs and sponging off her money. So it's better not to tell your family too much about these things. And I'm actually having a tea party with that friend of mine today.
What unnecessary advice. If I had known you owned luxury high-rises, then I wouldn't have tried to kick you out.
Well, for me it was excellent advice. With a son and daughter-in-law who return kindness with ingratitude, my friend was right. They might suddenly quit their jobs and then keep living off me indefinitely.
Hey, why don't we change our plan? Amy, you don't need to leave this house. Instead, we'll move out. So please let us rent one of your luxury condos.
That's fine, but can you afford the rent? The cheapest available unit starts at $10,000 per month.
What? That's so expensive! Are you seriously planning to charge rent to your son and daughter-in-law?
Well, I'm just a terrible old lady. I can't be kind to my son and his wife who have their whole futures ahead of them.
That's so...
Oh, and just to be clear, I won't be letting you have the house for free either. I've been very generous letting you both live here for just $500 a month for living expenses. But if you're kicking me out so you two can live alone, that's going to be a different story. Let's see. Considering the market price, I'll set the rent at about $1,800 per month.
You can't be serious! You're going to charge us more than double what we're paying now?
That's still quite cheap, actually. So discuss it with Tom and choose whichever you prefer, the house or the condo.
Is living together like before still an option? Because paying $500 for living expenses while staying together seems much more affordable.
I'm sorry, I'm not kind enough to continue living with an ungrateful son and his wife.
Huh?
I truly apologize for not being able to easily let this go. Getting older makes one short-tempered, so please forgive me.
Hey, Mom! I'm so sorry Rachel did something stupid. I'll scold her properly, so please come back. Let's continue living together, the 3 of us in our house, just like before.
My, you're acting like you did nothing wrong. You didn't even try to stop your wife from kicking out your mother.
Well, I didn't think she was serious, and I was busy preparing for my business trip, so I just went along with it because dealing with it seemed like a hassle.
Oh, shut up, you idiot son. I already told Rachel that I'd rent the house to her for $1,800 per month. When you get home, you two can discuss whether to sign a rental agreement or move out.
What?
I could rent you the condo instead, but $10,000 a month is impossible for you to pay anyway, right?
Mom, let's calm down. I'm truly sorry about Rachel's behavior, and I'm sorry for my own inadequacy, so let's all just cool down and think of another solution.
Another solution?
Instead of renting us the house, what if you made it a company housing benefit? I'll work for you, Mom, so the rent can be whatever, but treat it as company housing and give me a housing allowance. That way the effective rent would be 0.
What?
Wow! I had no idea you owned 3 luxury condo buildings, but managing them alone must be difficult, right? So I'll help you manage your properties. We can start a company together, mother and son. You can be the CEO. In exchange, I'd be happy with a monthly salary of $30,000.
Wait, Tom, what are you talking about? Creating a company together?
It's a great idea, right? That's why I just quit my job.
What? Are you serious?
I mean, you have 3 luxury condo buildings. The rental income alone must be incredible, so working a normal job seems ridiculous. Seriously, you should have told me about this sooner. Then Rachel and I could have been living a super wealthy lifestyle.
What should I do? I got such good advice from my friend, but look how things turned out. I never imagined my idiot son would be this much of a disaster.
Huh? Advice? What are you talking about?
It's nothing to do with you, you stupid son. Who would want to run a real estate company with you? I've already established a company to manage my properties, and I have excellent accountants. I can manage just fine by myself. I don't need an idiot like you.
What? You already have a company, but you'll hire me, right? I quit my job because I wanted to reduce your burden. You need to hire me. You must have plenty of rental income, so hiring me shouldn't be a problem, right?
Absolutely not. Forget about that idea, so go withdraw your resignation immediately.
No way!
If you can't even pay rent, you'll have to leave home too. I'm not kind enough to let you stay for free. We just got a call from Sam's company. It seems his resignation has already been accepted. Well, then I guess he needs to start job hunting again, quickly. Please hire Sam. If not him, then hire at least me. Please hire one of us and pay us a salary. Otherwise, we'll end up homeless. That's not my problem. What? How can you say that? We're family. Family doesn't try to kick each other out of their homes. Family doesn't make demands based on future inheritance. You don't have to be so cold. Eventually, Sam will inherit the luxury high-rises and the company anyway. My, you still think you'll inherit after going through all of this? Huh? Being my son doesn't guarantee inheritance. I've already made arrangements to donate all my assets. What? Donate everything? To where? Yes, to various charitable organizations. So many worthy causes. Why would you do such a thing? Because you made me realize I'm a burden to society. Huh? Old people with money should pass their assets to young people with a future, right? So I'm thinking of donating to orphanages and local schools. But we're your family, your own flesh and blood. I was planning to leave everything to my son and you, but you helped me realize that would make a burden to society. So thank you. No way! You're lying! So you're saying that we won't get a single penny? Rachel, be careful from now on. People apparently become burdens to society without realizing it. People who point that out are very valuable. After that, I immediately moved to one of my condos. I heard that Sam, who became unemployed right after returning from his business trip, and Rachel moved to a cheap apartment together. I thought they would start working hard after that, but I heard they said, if Mom could do it, so can we, and bought an investment property. But from what I hear, it seems they bought an overpriced condo that's close to being a scam. Well, I suppose this is a good life experience for them. Who knows? Maybe some catastrophe will happen and property values will rise. I think I'll just watch over them without saying anything.
make sure to take the second Saturday off 2 months from now. Please adjust your schedule for our wedding.
Huh?
What's with that reaction? You received our wedding invitation, right?
Yes, I received it. A wedding invitation from the homewrecker and the cheater. I can't believe you had the nerve to send me something like this to me.
Homewrecker and cheater? That's harsh, Kate. Are you still angry that I took James from you?
What do you think? You betrayed me completely.
We're getting married now, you know. You should let bygones be bygones, or it's going to be a problem.
I have no intention of ever forgiving you two. James and I even had marriage plans. I even introduced him to my parents.
Well, things change. People change. Feelings change. That's just how life works.
To think I'd be betrayed by a friend since high school. This anger will never fade.
Well, stay angry if you want, but you should still come to the wedding. I'm only inviting you out of goodwill.
Goodwill, you say?
Of course! I could have just cut you out completely, but I'm extending an olive branch here.
That's not goodwill. That's sadism.
I'm planning to invite everyone from our high school friend group. Since we all went in different directions after graduation, it'll be a nice reunion, right? That's why I thought I should invite you too. It would be sad if you were the only one absent, like you were being excluded.
Inviting high school friends too, huh? Having a normal wedding despite it being based on an affair. Planning to invite lots of friends despite hurting a friend so badly.
Having a ceremony is normal when you get married. I'm going to show off my happiness to all my friends and family.
Excuse me?
What? Isn't that what weddings are for? To celebrate with everyone?
To celebrate betrayal?
The groom, James, is a super competent man working at a foreign company. He's handsome, easily makes 6 figures, and is someone to brag about. As his wife, I'll be the envy of everyone.
So that's what this is about. Status and money?
It's part of the package. Who wouldn't want a successful husband?
Someone who values loyalty and honesty, perhaps.
Whatever. I can't wait to have this wedding.
You're quite carried away. Talk about living in a fantasy.
It's not a fantasy if it's actually happening. Everything is booked and paid for.
Your celebration is built on someone else's pain. That's what I meant.
Of course I am excited about this. Finally, I reversed our high school positions. In the end, I'm the one who gets to be happy. Boyfriend stealers like you are destined to be stolen from and end up miserable.
Huh? Like me? What are you talking about? I never stole anyone's boyfriend like you did.
What? Don't pretend you forgot. You stole my boyfriend in high school.
What?
Playing dumb doesn't suit you, Kate. You knew exactly what you were doing back then.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Who exactly did I steal?
Tom, my first love, who I cared so much about. You stole him from me. I've been living with that grudge all this time.
What? Wait a minute. What do you mean Tom was your boyfriend?
He wasn't officially my boyfriend yet, but he was going to be. I had it all planned out.
Tom was the guy I dated in my second year of high school. You were cheering me on during my crush phase, weren't you?
That was all an act. Inside, I was screaming with rage every time you mentioned him.
How was I supposed to know that? You never said anything.
I liked him way before you did, so he was supposed to be my boyfriend.
Excuse me?
You heard me. I saw him first. I had dibs.
That's not how relationships work, Amy. You can't call dibs on a person.
I'm the type who doesn't tell anyone about my crushes, not even friends. But then you went and said you liked Tom without knowing my feelings.
How could I possibly have known if you never told me?
You should have sensed it. A true friend would have.
That's completely unreasonable.
So I pushed you to confess, thinking you'd get rejected by him. Then I was planning to confess and become Tom's girlfriend.
That's manipulative and cruel.
But I never expected Tom would say yes to your confession. You basically stole my boyfriend.
I don't understand. You're calling him your boyfriend when you weren't even dating.
In my heart, he was already mine. You had no right to him.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
I've hated you since that day. You were a transfer student with no friends, and I let you into my group.
I thought you were being kind. I had no idea you were harboring such resentment.
You were slow and stupid and completely hopeless without me.
Amy.
Don't Amy me with that pathetic tone. You know it's true.
I had no idea you felt this way all these years.
I always thought I'd make you suffer the same way someday. So when I heard you were getting married, I knew it was my chance.
So this was all deliberate? A calculated revenge?
Of course it was. Did you think I just happened to fall for James? Please.
That's incredibly petty and vindictive.
Plus, James turned out to be even better than I imagined. This was my big opportunity to both get a happy marriage and settle my grudge.
I always thought of you as my best friend until that day. But you've hated me since high school, and that's why you stole James.
Exactly. It all worked out perfectly.
For you, maybe. Not for me.
You must be absolutely devastated, right?
I'm not devastated anymore. Just disgusted.
Oh, come on. You must be crying yourself to sleep every night. Admit it.
I mourned the relationship, but I'm moving on.
If it weren't for me, you'd be having your own wedding. You were so close to a happy wedding ceremony, but this is your own fault. Serves you right.
No way.
I'll show you my happiness in full force at the end, so you absolutely have to come to our wedding.
What the hell are you playing at?
Excuse me?
What do you mean you're declining our wedding invitation? We went out of our way to invite you and you're saying no? That's unacceptable.
I already told Amy I won't be attending. Why are you messaging me now?
Because Amy is upset that you're not coming and that upsets me.
No one asked to be invited. Who would want to go to your wedding?
Come on, you and Amy have been friends since high school, right? Can't you even celebrate your friend's wedding?
Some friend she turned out to be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Amy and I aren't friends anymore. Our friendship is over, and I have no obligation to celebrate.
Seriously? You two had a falling out?
You could say that. She revealed her true colors.
I understand you still have feelings for me, but giving up a friendship over it? You're something else.
Excuse me?
It's written all over your messages. You're clearly jealous.
You think this is about jealousy?
Well, it's understandable that you're still hung up on me. I'm a pretty good catch. Handsome, good income, someone to be proud of.
Your ego is astonishing.
It's not ego if it's true. You know I'm a rare find in the dating market.
Is that what you tell yourself to justify your betrayal?
A top-tier man like me isn't easy to find, but there are plenty of fish in the sea. Just give up on me and move on to your next romance.
You have no right to say that, you cheating scum. And I don't have any lingering feelings for you whatsoever.
Scary! Oh!
This isn't funny, James.
You're taking everything so seriously. Can't you lighten up a bit?
Lighten up about being betrayed and cheated on? Are you serious?
What's with you? Still so angry? When someone gets cheated on, it's usually their own fault. You're such a persistent woman.
What did you say?
I do feel bad about the cheating, I guess. Sorry for switching to Amy when we were engaged.
A half-hearted apology doesn't make it better.
Hey, at least I'm apologizing. Most guys wouldn't even do that.
Want a medal for doing the bare minimum after betraying me?
But you have to understand this was inevitable. Amy has a better figure, and more importantly, her family is loaded.
So this is about money? Now it all makes sense.
Don't act like money doesn't matter. Everyone knows it does.
Not to everyone, James. Some people value trust and loyalty.
They're buying us a condo as a wedding gift, you know. Of course I'd switch to a woman with parents like that.
You're such a despicable man. You don't even truly love Amy.
What are you talking about? I love Amy well enough. I love women who make me happy.
That's not love, that's opportunism.
Call it what you want. I'm getting what I want, and that's all that matters. If she falls more in love with me, the financial support from her family should increase. For that, I'll love and devote myself to Amy even more.
Excuse me?
Anyway, you absolutely have to come to the wedding. My beloved Amy wants it.
Your beloved Amy, who you're using for her family's money? How romantic.
Don't twist my words. I do care about her.
Just not as much as her family's wealth.
If you seriously don't show up, I won't forgive you.
Hey, Kate! What is it now, Amy? Are you really not coming to the wedding today? The ceremony is about to start! I already told you I wouldn't be attending. I have no intention of changing my mind. But it's the actual day now! I thought you might have changed your mind! Why would I have changed my mind? You should have gotten a message from James that we won't accept your absence, right? Yes, he made that perfectly clear, but my answer remains the same. I want to show you how happy we are. I absolutely hate not being able to do that, so come to the venue right now. No. You're being so difficult for no reason. How arrogant and selfish. You're the selfish one! We're inviting you so persistently, and you keep refusing! You should finally understand that we're inviting you out of kindness! Kindness? Are you still saying that? Of course! What else would it be? Cruelty, vindictiveness, a desire to gloat. All our high school friends are already at the venue. We've already taken photos together. It's like a mini reunion. It's so sad that you're the only one missing. Everyone's catching up and having a great time. That sounds very nice. If you really don't come, you might lose touch with everyone. I think my real friends will understand my absence. As adults, opportunities for friends to gather become fewer and fewer. If you're absent, your friendships are over. This is how you gradually lose friends. Thanks for your concern, but I'll be fine without your worry. Our friendship might be over, but I'm still friends with the others. You're so naive. Out of sight, out of mind. That's how people work. Maybe that's how you work. Not everyone is like that. Acting tough is hilarious. You can't do anything without friends to help you. I have plenty of supportive people in my life, just not you anymore. The bride herself is saying even a loser like you can come. Take a taxi and get to the venue right now. I can't. I'm on my honeymoon right now. Huh? I'm in Dubai right now, so no matter what you say, it's impossible. I can't do something that's physically impossible, so please stop asking.
Well, wait a minute. What? Honeymoon? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm on my honeymoon with my husband.
You're joking. This isn't funny, Kate.
I just got married recently. That's why I'm on my honeymoon.
What? You got married?
Yes, I did. Is that so hard to believe?
When? How? To whom? This doesn't make any sense. You broke up with James. How could someone like you get married?
Someone like me? What exactly do you mean by that?
You know, someone who just got dumped and betrayed. You should be heartbroken and miserable.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Don't tell me you're imagining being married. A loner pretending to be on a honeymoon is mildly horrifying.
I'm not imagining anything. This is real. And who said I would marry a cheater like him?
Then who is it? Some random guy you just met?
Amy, you remember Tom from high school, right? I married Tom.
What? You married Tom?
Yes, I did.
My Tom? The one from high school?
Actually, after James dumped me, I coincidentally reunited with Tom. I picked up something he dropped at the station, and it turned out to be him. It was such a coincidence, so we went for dinner together.
What? What is this drama-like reunion?
Life can be surprising sometimes.
Do things like that really happen?
They apparently do. We couldn't believe it either.
No, you're lying. You must be lying to get back at me.
Why would I lie about being married? That would be pathetic. We actually thought it was like a drama too, but thanks to that, my first love was rekindled. We started dating and then quickly decided to get married.
What did you say?
We realized we still had feelings for each other. Sometimes things just work out that way.
No. This is all wrong.
So, I was really surprised when he brought up Tom. At that time, I had just started dating him. I was truly shocked to hear he was your first love.
What is this development? So you managed to marry your first love, despite having James stolen from you? Despite being pathetically abandoned by your fiancé?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
And yet you get a happy ending? That's not fair! That's cheating!
Huh? Cheating?
Yes, cheating! You marrying Tom is... I still can't forget Tom!
What? You mean you're still hung up on him?
Hung up? I've carefully preserved him in a special box in my heart! He's my precious first love memory!
That's concerning, Amy.
I still have the return gift he gave me when I gave him friendship chocolate on Valentine's Day. I still treasure that candy.
You really liked him that much.
Of course I did! He was perfect!
But that doesn't change the fact that he never dated you.
So why do you get to marry him? This is all wrong!
It's not wrong. You want James, right? He's your type, has a high income, and someone you can brag about. That's who you want to marry, right?
My most preferred face type is Tom's. With Tom, income doesn't matter. I could love him even if he was a part-timer or unemployed.
That's some serious love right there.
It is! He's the only one I've ever truly loved.
Then why did you pursue James at all?
Because I couldn't have Tom, but now I realize I can. I can't do this anymore. I'm canceling this wedding. I'm going to marry Tom.
Don't be ridiculous. You need to go through with your wedding to James.
This can't be happening. Tom was supposed to be mine.
Well, we're going to enjoy our honeymoon. Goodbye. Please keep your memories of your sweet first love in your heart.
What the hell is going on here? What's happening?
James, why are you messaging me during your wedding?
Amy suddenly said she's canceling the wedding!
She what?
She's gone completely insane. She just ran out from the venue.
Wow, she's really saying that? I had no idea Amy still liked Tom that much.
Tom? What does that mean? Does he have something to do with canceling the wedding?
Well, you see, she seems upset that I married her first love. I married my high school senior, but I had no idea Amy still had such strong feelings for him.
Married? Wait a minute.
Yes, I got married. Is that so shocking?
Kate, when did you get married?
Just last week. After breaking up with you, I coincidentally reunited with him, and we had a whirlwind romance leading to marriage. By the way, we're on our honeymoon in Dubai right now. We both didn't want a ceremony, so we planned a lavish trip instead.
What?
Sometimes life moves quickly.
But if you're married now, then...
So, as I said before, I have no lingering feelings for you. I have a wonderful husband now, and I'm truly happy. When you contacted me with that arrogant attitude, I was already dating him.
No way! So I was saying all that clingy stuff to you? That makes me look like such a pathetic guy!
It does, doesn't it? And just so you know, he was right next to me at that time.
No way!
Yes way. He heard everything you said.
This is humiliating!
So let's both be happy, shall we? Oh wait, I forgot. Before you can be happy, your wedding is being canceled.
Don't mock me! This is serious! My reputation is on the line!
Ah, so that's what you're worried about. Not Amy's feelings, but your reputation.
This can't be happening. I've invited people from work today. I even asked my boss to give a speech. And now she's canceling? How much embarrassment is she trying to cause me?
Could you please direct those comments to your bride who declared the cancellation? It has nothing to do with me.
What did you say?
Well, excuse me. I hope your wedding goes well. I broke up with James. I canceled the wedding. Amy, what are you doing? I did it! I finally did it! You actually canceled your wedding? So hand over Tom to me right now. I'll be the one to become his wife. What? You're serious about breaking up with him? Of course! I announced the cancellation of the wedding in front of everyone. I can't believe you actually did that. I told James I'm sorry, but I can't forget my first love. No way. Everyone was shocked, but true love is more important than a ceremony, right? This is insane, Amy. You can't just throw away your wedding like this. I let you have Tom in high school. Now it's your turn to give him to me. Hand Tom over to me. That's not how relationships work. Tom is my husband, not a possession. Cancel your honeymoon immediately. Come back home right now. I'm not going to do that. Amy, could you please calm down a bit? You're doing something extremely unreasonable. Shut up! This is all your fault to begin with, marrying my first love crush. That's because you stole James from me. If that hadn't happened, I would have married James. It's all your fault, isn't it? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Just hurry up and give Tom back to me. I'm sure Tom wants to marry me too. I love him way more than you do. I adore him.
I'm sorry, but I don't love you.
Huh? That's a message from Tom, who's sitting next to me. Tom? Is that really Tom? Put him on! He says, I'm flattered by your feelings, but I can't return them, and please give up on me. No, that's a lie. There's no way Tom would say something like that. Should I send you a recording? I've already explained everything about you to him. He says it's terrifying that she treated me like her boyfriend when we weren't even dating. Even if she had confessed in high school, I wouldn't have dated her. I've had a crush on Kate the whole time. That's what he's saying next to me.
What?
I'll send you the recording. That should convince you.
Wait!
Why not? Don't you want to hear his true feelings?
If I hear that, I won't be able to go on living. Stop! Don't send me anything like that.
So, you believe what I'm telling you?
Well...
More importantly, you should properly explain things to James and the guests. You might think you've canceled the ceremony, but everyone else is in total chaos.
I don't care about them right now. I'm having a crisis.
I'm getting flooded with messages asking what's going on.
From who? What are they saying?
I got messages from our high school friends. They say I'm the only one not there, and suddenly the wedding is canceled. They asked if I knew anything, so I just told them everything.
You what?
How James was stolen from me by you, how the reason was your selfish grudge, and how you're having a meltdown after hearing I married Tom.
You had no right to tell them that. That was private.
They asked what was happening. I just told them the truth.
I'm getting tons of messages from friends.
I imagine you would be.
They're asking if what you are seeing is true. They say they can't believe it, and if it's true, they're ending our friendship.
Everyone gathered for a mini reunion feeling, but it looks like you're the one who's going to lose friends.
What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I'm getting messages from my parents and everyone. They're telling me to explain properly and come back to the venue.
Then hurry back. Meanwhile, we'll enjoy our honeymoon.
Huh?
Well, goodbye, and take care.
Wait, don't leave me like this. Help me fix this.
Sorry, Amy, but I'm going to be happy with Tom. Later, Amy returned to the venue and announced that was just a case of wedding jitters. We're resuming the wedding, and forced through with the ceremony. Apparently, James also agreed that this is better than canceling on the actual wedding day, so their interests aligned, and they went ahead with the wedding with smiles on their faces while everyone around them was confused. However, all of Amy's friends abandoned her, saying, "The affair was already unacceptable, and today's wedding drama is too strange. Please give us some space." In the end, everyone who attended found out everything. And now, even her relatives and parents are distancing themselves. Of course, rumors spread at James' workplace too, and his boss was furious, saying, "Because of you, I was embarrassed after attending." He became quite isolated at work, and I heard they divorced within a year.